lovies, it's Karima with an M. Today we are going to be doing a Dollar Tree DIY home decor Easter video. I know that was a lot of words that I just said, but it was worth it because the products and the project that I actually did was beautiful. I loved it, and I know that you will too as well. But these projects, you can actually use them to put them in your garden, or you can put them in the window. You can set them on your stove. You can set them on your stand or your table. It's very versatile, so it depends on whatever you're feeling, whatever mood you in, or how you want to decorate. It's up to you completely. But the projects that I did they're beautiful. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I always wanted to do that. Hold on, wait, I'm doing it wrong. Okay, let's get into the video for real. Okay, so right here I am going to be making a 3-tier tray, and I'm going to be using matte white paint, 2 candle holders, 3 white bunnies. You can find the ceramic bunnies at Dollar Tree. All these items you can find at Dollar Tree, except for the hot glue gun and the E6000. And I found some burlap ribbon, and I used some scissors, a little sponge for the paint, and I also used a pie pan, a cake pan, and a plate for this project. Okay, so right here I am using a cake pan, a plate, and a pizza pan, and 2 candle holders and 3 ceramic white bunnies from the arts and crafts section in Dollar Tree. I am taking the paper off of the pans because I don't want to paint over it later on in the project. We'll be painting the pans. Right here I actually messed up because I just wanted to cut off the green string from off of the top of the bunny's heads, but I ended up cutting the metal piece as well, which was a mistake because it actually cracked the top of the bunny's head. So I would recommend you not to clip the metal pieces off of the bunny. Now, if you've seen me use the E6000, I used it on the bunny's head as well as the hot glue because I wanted a firmer 3-tier tray than something that I can just break off and use for another project. I want to actually keep this for some time, maybe throughout the spring and the summer. But the great thing about having hot glue on hand is better when you're making projects like this, because if you're recording it, you need the item to actually dry a little faster. So that's why I used both. But I know once I use the hot glue and the E6000, it'll dry, but it'll stay firm as well, if you get what I'm saying. I know I'm rambling, but yeah. This bunny did not want to stay. It did not want to cooperate with me. It just kept falling off. And I don't know why. It just kept falling off. But it was funny. It was really funny. Okay, so now I'm done with the bunnies. I am actually going to be using the cake pan and some E6000 and hot glue to glue on the candlesticks onto the bottom of the cake pan. Now where I messed up at was I put the E6000 in the wrong spot. don't penalize me for that. It was a mistake. Now I sit and I let that dry. Now I'm going to be using the plate I found in replacement of the pie pan. And this item, you can actually find it near the utensils. Well, at least that's where I found mine's at. You can find it near the utensils and the things you use, like knives and cutting boards. You can find it in that area. So I did the same as well here. I put the E6000 in the middle of the candle instead of around the candle with the hot glue, and I set that aside and let it dry. By then, my bunnies were dry, and I was ready to make the 3-tier tray pan. So here is where I actually should have put the hot glue onto the pan and then put the candle holder onto the pan instead of trying to put it onto the candle holder because it was kind of hard for me. And I used some E6000 to hold it firm and into place. And again, the bunny did not want to stay. That was the only one that did not want to stay. He really did not want to cooperate. I thought that was kind of funny. Okay, so now I have all the candlesticks and whatnot glued on. And the way that I did it was the pizza pan, the cake pan, and then the plate. Right here, I am actually going to start to paint the pan right here. Now, where I messed up at, where you all can learn from my mistakes, I should have painted the pans before I glued them because it was really hard trying to paint the pan and, you know, not have it fall apart on me. It was really hard trying to do that. So, yeah, I recommend painting the pan before you actually glue on the candlesticks and whatnot. It'll make the job so much easier. You see? Like, it fell off. It just would not stay. So, yeah, that was a blooper. I wish I would have painted it first and then glued it on. Or, you know what? We actually could have used spray paint instead. So at this point, I just said, forget it. I'm just going to paint the pan how it is, and I'll glue it on later when I'm done. And that's what I did. And I just set that piece aside to let it dry. And honestly, I like this paint. I just wish I would have brought chalk paint instead to give it more like a rustic kind of vibe. But this one did too. It came out really beautiful. I'll show you the end results at the end of it. This is the end results. And as you see, I decorated it and actually cut some burlap ribbon and I just pasted on the edges. So the next project I'm going to be creating is some garden flower pots, I guess you can say. And with this project, I'm going to be using fake carrots, some floral, some Dollar Tree signs that I actually got from Dollar Tree, as I stated before, a Dollar Tree card, some Dollar Tree Easter eggs, some greenery. You'll see it all in the video as the video keeps playing. Here I'm just cutting off the tags to the gates. The gates actually come with tags on it. So as I stated before, this is the signs that I purchased. I didn't want to cut them because they were so beautiful, but I ended up, well, I didn't cut it. It's easier to actually just take the paper from the back of it. Um, yeah, it was a bunny, a butterfly, a chick, a flower. It was beautiful and glittery, and it was just, yeah. I wish I could have kept it a sign, but this part of the project was actually more pretty too. So here I'm actually just pacing out where I actually want to put the pieces, and um, yeah. Here I am taking hot glue and I am gluing it down onto the other piece that I detached from the sign. And I am taking the other piece that I detached from the sign and pasting it onto the chick's head. Isn't it so pretty? So here I'm actually trying to figure out the placement of it and where I actually want to sit at, on the side or in the middle, and I chose the middle. And this is where I'm actually going around it to put the hot glue on it. And also here, I didn't use E6000 because I figured that it'll stick more if I didn't use it. I don't know how to explain it, but the hot glue really stuck. It didn't fall apart on me like the bunnies did. And here I'm just pressing down on it and making sure that it's firm and isn't going anywhere. Not to mention, I actually burnt my finger a couple of times with the hot glue. I'm going to sit that one to the side and let it dry a little more. And then I'm going to start the next one. The next one, I actually chose to put the bunny on it and the flower. And I thought that was really pretty, like put it as if the bunny was smelling the flower. I don't know. It looked cute to me at the moment, and I honestly still do. It brightens up my kitchen. It's beautiful. Right now, on this spot, I'm actually trying to figure out the placement of the bunny. I got a little confused because I thought it was the front, the back was the front, and the front was the back. But I eventually got it. And not to mention, you guys, doing this project, it's actually peaceful. Like, I did it while my little one was napping because if I didn't do it while she was napping, it was going to be chaos doing it while she was awake. So here I'm using reindeer moss and two tin cans for both of the signs that I just previously created. And I'm also using some, I don't know what to call them. I call them garden sponges. But I'm using these two, and to be honest, in recording this video, I really, really wish I would have purchased more garden sponges because it it just did not. You'll see if you keep watching the video, you'll see. Next time, I know this was the first time of doing this, but the next time I know to purchase more garden sponges. I think I'm saying the name correctly. I'm not sure. Just let me know in the comments below what I should call these green little sponges. Yeah, as you see, it just would not stand up. It just couldn't stand up. So I'm pretty sure I should have purchased more green sponges in order for it to have stood up properly. Just don't make the same mistakes I made. Buy extra garden sponges because I am struggling right here. I am struggling. Oh my God, it's just so funny watching this. Right here, I figured if I cut the corners of it, then maybe it'll fit. Um, yeah. Okay, so eventually I figured something out as far as the first bin, the first tin can goes, but I eventually started to just rip up paper and put paper inside of it because it just wouldn't stay. And then at the same time, not only did the gate not stay, I didn't purchase enough green sponges or garden sponges because it wasn't full enough. It was supposed to have been full and it wasn't full. It was like literally sitting at the bottom of the tin can. So, yeah, that was another blooper. And then another blooper was, as you can see, if you can see the purple and orange paper, I did not get enough of garden, not garden, but reindeer moss. I didn't get enough. So I tried to add as much greenery and different flowers everywhere so you wouldn't notice it as much. But yeah, I dressed it up with greenery and I dressed it up with carrots and eggs. It came out pretty. And on that part, I actually used some wooden sticks from the craft section at Dollar Tree and stuck both of them together with hot glue. And I used the Easter card that I got from the Easter card section to actually make the sign. I took the stickers and whatnot off of it. So here is where I'm actually going to be making the candle holders. Um, I'm actually hot gluing the bottom of the candle holders on and cutting some burlap ribbon in half. I cut it in half. I didn't keep it whole. I cut it in half and I hot glued it on. Kind of measured it and got a good feel of it so it won't fall off around the ball of it. And then I figured that didn't look pretty, so I hot glued two pink cotton balls on. And it came out really pretty. I added some green moss, green reindeer moss, a couple of carrots, and some glittery little eggs that I cut the little strings off of. and it turned out really beautiful. I'll insert some pictures here. This right here, this part is actually the banner. I'll insert some pictures here. And this is how it looks when it's finished. I decorated some floral, put some floral on the table and some Dollar Tree candles, which smell amazing. And I put stickers on my window and stickers on my refrigerator, put a little bit of pictures around, just jazzed it up just a little bit more. And I actually love the finished product. It makes me feel as if I'm in the middle of spring, but in summer at the same time. This is the end of my Dollar Tree DIY video. And if you like this video, then like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and become a part of the family.
I do.